Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. The Central Management Committee of ODM Party, which is the highest decision-making organ of the party, met under the chairmanship of Oburu Odinga. That meeting was being monitored very closely in the Republic of Kenya for 2 or 3 main reasons. Number one, it was the first time the Central Management Committee of ODM Party was meeting after the burial of Raila Odinga and the appointment of Oburu Odinga as the new party leader. Number two, it was also being monitored very closely because Kenyans wanted to see the move Edwin Sifuna in particular was going to take after what we witnessed during the burial of Raila Odinga.
Baba, because ODM is one of your biggest legacies, Your Excellency Baba, I, as Sifuna, will do everything in my power to keep this party united and together. Even in the face of open provocation, Baba, you know what I am talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to report here that Edwin Sifuna finally surrendered to William Samoei Arap Ruto, because Edwin Sifuna attended the meeting and he read the resolutions of that meeting. And according to the resolutions of those meetings, ODM party will support broad-based government until 2027. And I strongly believe that is not what Edwin Sifuna has always believed in. Edwin Sifuna has always believed that he doesn't recognize anything in the name of broad-based government, even when Raila Odinga was still alive.
This thing called broad-based, I don't know where it exists. Personally, I don't recognize any entity called called broad-based. There is a government of Kenya Kwanza under the leadership of President William Ruto. Every cabinet secretary who serves in that government serves the Kenya Kwanza government.
In this video, I want to reveal to you guys why ODM party finally agreed to support William Ruto's government up to 2027. Before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. And I want to make a special request to Lee Gang to ensure that you press that like button, and also, if you can, drop your comment. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your expectation of ODM party moving forward? Is ODM party going to die? Is ODM party going to disintegrate? Or is ODM party going to emerge stronger? In one of my videos on this platform, I opined that for the ODM party to survive, they needed to figure out how to work with Edwin Sifuna and Babu Owino, because the two are probably the most popular leaders after Raila Odinga currently in ODM party. So when I read and when I heard Edwin Sifuna reading those resolutions, and when he mentioned that ODM party has resolved to support William Ruto's government until 2027, I knew that it was intended to achieve the following objectives. Number one, from that statement alone, it is very clear that ODM party is not making commitments to support William Ruto 2027 moving forward. And the truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga repeated the same before he died on many occasions. In fact, that is what Edwin Sifuna has always said that Raila said, who told you?
And I've said, as has been said by Dr. Oscar Otele there, he told you, stand for what is right for the party. And look at what we have signed. And we must remain as ODM. And we've signed and agreed that we'll work together up to 2027. We have not passed any resolution as a party to say how we're going to go into the election of 2027. So wherever you are, don't commit the party to some things which have not been discussed. Let those things be discussed first. We are ODM. Who's told you that ODM will not have a candidate in 2027? Who has told you? So first, think as ODM. We have a clear plan that we have negotiated and we have agreed on, and let us continue to implement that plan. Other decisions we'll take when the time comes. Finally, first, I want to thank Mbadi for bringing out some of the issues. Like he's talked about selling some assets.
So basically, ODM party is trying to balance what Raila Odinga said and what he was practicing. Raila Odinga always maintained that he is part and parcel of the broad-based government. So I was waiting to see how Edwin Sifuna was going to remove ODM party from the broad-based government, because that's where Raila Odinga left them. That is the truth. Let us just call a spade a spade. Raila Odinga left ODM party in broad-based government. But he made it very clear that that broad-based government was going to run until 2027. So by making that declaration, ODM party is not committing that they are going to go beyond 2027. That's number one. Number two, that statement, which was read by Edwin Sifuna, is now actually binding ODM leaders, including those opposed to broad-based government, like Sifuna, like Babu Owino, to support broad-based government. And that's the fact. I doubt if Edwin Sifuna will wake up tomorrow and claim he doesn't know anything about broad-based government. So those who are pushing for William Ruto's agenda actually achieved their objective. Because it means, therefore, that between now and 2027, for them they'll be pushing for William Ruto's beyond 2027. Edwin Sifuna and the group will be pushing for broad-based government, but not beyond 2027. So which means between now and that period, they are going to be bound by what Raila Odinga left and what Raila Odinga believed, that they have to support broad-based government. You know, if Raila Odinga were alive, you would not be sure that he was going to go with Ruto until 2027. But now that is dead, and he pronounced it himself, these guys will not be bound by those utterances by Raila Odinga that they are part of broad-based government. But now the only thing is 2027, they were not going to talk about it. Number three, I'm looking at it also as a strategy by ODM party to manage the fallout within the party after Raila Odinga's death. Tell me a better way how ODM party would have managed this broad-based government. Because the membership of ODM party is actually split almost right in the middle. There are those who support broad-based government, there are those who don't support broad-based government. But Raila Odinga was almost low in ODM party. So even those who are opposed to the broad-based government, they could not come out clearly that they were opposed to it. As long as Raila Odinga was supporting it, most of them were like, okay, what do we support? But now, it is now being used to manage that fallout. Because you are saying you don't want Ruto. It's okay. But Raila said we support Ruto. So what do? Let us agree that let us not discuss 2027, because the main cause of this fallout is 2027 and beyond. Will ODM support Ruto? Will they not support Ruto's re-election? That has been the bone of contention for a very long time now. So this statement now makes it very difficult for either side to start fighting. Those who want to support Ruto, they can say, oh, Sisi to support Ruto. We'll support Ruto for 2027. People like Sifuna and Babu Wino can say, for us, we want to be in this government, but 2027, we are going to push for a totally different person. Number 4, I think it also gives room for consensus building. ODM party members and leaders can easily reach some consensus after the death of Raila Odinga. One of the biggest challenges after the death of Raila Odinga, I think, was the appointment of Oburu Odinga as the acting party leader. That was solved. It was confirmed today. The next one is how to approach the 2027 presidential elections. Are we as ODM party going to sponsor a candidate, or are we going to support William Ruto, or are we just going to go whichever way you want? This space between now and 2027, ODM party can weigh their options. They can see that Ruto is going to make it a comeback. We better form part of that government. Or they can look at it like, okay, this government is coming down. What is the best strategy? Let us jump out of it and support another candidate. So they have time to reach all those consensus. And lastly, this is now a very good tool for ODM party to negotiate with William Ruto. I listened to Abdul Samad Nasir. He was very clear in the morning that ODM party did not have a written agreement with UDA or Kenya Kwanza, that they were just supporting this government to stabilize the country. Now, they have the opportunity now to tell Ruto, we have the option of running for the presidency, or we have the option of supporting you. As a party, now they can form some committees to negotiate, some committees to come up with agreement, a working agreement. If that agreement will not suit them, then they can say, the way things are, William Ruto will not be re-elected. He has become so unpopular. So the best thing for us to do, let us look for new partners. Then they can enter into some arrangement with Kalonzo Musyoka without being tied. Because this is now very clear that it is up to 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. By the way, what's your take? Why do you think ODM party stated that they'll be supporting Ruto until 2027? Let me read your comments below. Bye-bye.